Okay guys, I wanted to make a video about things that I do to recoup cost on modifications and gear, and ways I make a little bit of money at the same time helping other people out there. Now just jump right into it. Okay, here's the Glock 17 I bought this sucker new. Now when I got it, I already knew the modifications I wanted to make to it. I didn't fire the damn thing. I put it up to the mods got here, swapped them out. But what did I do with those parts? They were like new. Well, I sold them on eBay. Be honest about it, guys. You know, pulls from a new gun, unfired gun, and you know, depending on what the part is, put it a couple bucks, or start at 99 cents, depending on, you know, these magazines. You can start them at 99 cents. They're definitely going to make more than that. But on average, the modifications to the guns that I've done, the parts I've sold, the original parts, I'll probably make 50% at least. So I've recouped half the cost. All the modifications, in other words, cost me half price. Of course, the extended magazine release made just a couple bucks on those. I didn't really care about them anyway. The extended slide release, I made a couple bucks. I think it was $8. I forget what the new ones are, like 20. So that's pretty, you know, pretty good. Helping lighten the hit on that wallet. You know, going on forums, I've read that some people have problems with the extended slide release. Let's say someone bought a used Glock, and they don't like that extended slide release, so they have problems. I've heard with left-hand shooters sometimes have problems. Well, I don't know if that's true. I'm right-handed, but anyway, let's say they did, and they wanted to configure it back to normal. Well, hey, here's a guy selling pulls from an unfired gun at a discount. The parts I have no use for, and the guy gets them for cheaper than he would on some online shop. So we can help each other out there, right? The recoil guide rods, I screwed up drinking, buying parts at 1 in the morning. They were pretty cheap. They were only like $16, but I should have read more carefully. I thought they were steel, which I'm like, yeah, that's a good deal. Picked up a couple, and they weren't. So the other ones I sold, the originals. I'm going to sell these too. Going to break even, but what the hell. Same thing. On average, like I said, I've made usually more than 50, right over 50% of the cost on the modifications. The Butler Creek magazines that I had came with my gun. They were like new. I guess whoever sold that gun used to the shop was hurting for some money or something, because the magazines were in perfect condition. I'm sure they were fired a couple times, but not many. I have Tactical Innovations magazines for the 1022. I like those because you can open them up, clean them up, steel feed lips. Butler Creek magazines are great, but 22 is a dirty round. Eventually all that build up leaves your magazines useless. So I didn't want them. I put them on Craigslist when all this gun scare happened. I think I sold them for 20 a pop. You know, guy was all happy. So I had a lot of people hit me up on those, but you know, this one guy, I just go by order. The first come, first serve. He was the first one to hit me up. Other guys were offering more, but I'm like, fuck it. You know, this guy, he maybe wants him. I'll get him off my hands right now. And there you are. And he was happy as hell with the damn things. So I helped him out. I made a little bit of money. I bought ammunition with that money, and there you go. He gets what he wants. I get what I want. The slide releases, you know, $8, not too bad. Magazine releases, I took it in the chin, but I didn't want that crap anyway. This gun came with a Glock brand beaver tail, right? There's a foregrip that come up like halfway, but the Glocks go all the way. I put the large on eBay, and you know, be honest about that stuff, guys. Tell them what the stuff is. You're gonna get crap feedback. No one's gonna buy from you. You're gonna screw somebody. But you know, I told them, hey, look, I've got smaller hands. I can't use a large grip on there. But if you're a big guy, got a big hand, the web of your hand might come up too high and you might get bitten. If you've had that problem, you know, you got to be a pretty big burly guy. So I started at 99 cents, a couple bucks for shipping, and it sold for $40 just for that back strap. I had no idea it'd go that high. I mean, I guess there's a lot of big guys out there that are looking for that kind of shit, but You know, it's a shame that there's not more on eBay, because that way everybody get hooked up. I only help one guy. There's a lot of people wanting that shit. But anyway, you know, for them, you know, they got a part that they can't find in shops and stores anywhere yet. Just coming with new guns, and whenever a guy feels like selling them, there you go. So if you guys have those parts and you don't want them, put them on eBay. You make some money, and somebody that needs that part, they're going to get it when they couldn't get it elsewhere, any other way, right? And what I do with that, I'm going to buy some more magazines. The plain grips that came with it, I sold one packet already, $25. You know, if you bought a used gun, hey, you might want to configure that sucker. You just probably got the gun and that was it. All the other parts and stuff got thrown away, maybe. Who knows? If you've bought the slider release, I've heard left-handed people have problems, so maybe you want to configure it back. You can buy factory parts, like new, unfired, for cheaper than you would online. How can you go wrong? They're useless to me. I don't want the other parts, and somebody else may want them. You hook other people up, and you make some money, and you get what you need. Another thing, look around for good deals. Here's the SKS chest rig. I found this at the bottom of a box. It was just sitting there, and all the stuff on top of it was dusty as hell, so it'd been there for a while. You know, $7. I don't know if I'll put it on Craigslist, eBay, or I'm going to keep it. But either way, if you see something at a good deal, grab it and put it up there online. You'll make a little bit of money, and somebody that wants it, that can't find it, will find it. No one's going to see that damn thing in the bottom of some box. It'd been there forever. I mean, you know when shit gets really dusty and it's kind of like waxy? You can, it's just really greasy kind of. That's what the shit on top of this was like. Some old holsters and stuff, and it had that, it just been sitting there forever. I also found these magazines. Got two 10-round Glock 17 mags. Now this will fit in 17, 19, 26, and 34. Right? $13 a pop. Now me, I really don't care about these. They're 10 rounders. I can, here in Texas, I see 17 round and 33 round in half the shops. But say these guys in California, you're not going to find this stuff in a gun shop anywhere. Right? So I'm going to put them on eBay, start them off at 99 cents, and let people out there tell me what they're worth. With that money, I'll make probably, 10, 15 bucks maybe profit on them. So there you go. I'll take that money and I'll buy what I want. And let's say this is all those poor guys in California, this is all they can get. And they can't find the damn things. Now they can. Right? It may go lower. It may go, I don't know what it's going to go for. I put it at 99 cents and let them tell me. A 10-round Beretta mag. My brother's got one, but hey, it's a 10-rounder. Why keep 10 when I can get 15? Somebody else, this may be all they can buy. Found it for 10 bucks. I'll put it on there, 99 cents. I'm going to make my money back at least. And if I break even, I know I'm not going to lose, that's for damn sure. But if I break even, hell, I hooked up a fellow American. I'm a believer in the Second Amendment. I think everybody should, have a gun if you can legally do so. Right? It's the first defense against tyranny. So if we all have firearms, you can't be oppressed. So I'm going to hook other people up. I'll make some money, hook myself up. Look at let's say I want a pair of cold weather boots. Right? And I want some Russian military boots. I can't find that shit here in Texas. But some guy in Russia, walking home, probably looks into a shop and sees 15 pairs there for dirt cheap. He puts them online. I would buy them for cheaper than I would in a surplus store, and he makes a little bit of coin. That's the beauty of the free market. Right? Whatever I find abundance of, I can put it on there for somebody else. I'll make a little bit of money. They buy it for cheaper than they would elsewhere, and everybody's happy. I take that money, and I'm going to buy some 17 rounders, some 33. I'm going to stock up on these mags. Just something to think about, guys. You'll make a little bit of money. You'll help somebody else out. And, stuff that you don't care about, like the slider, I don't care. I took it in the chin, but you know what? I don't care. Those parts were useless to me anyway. You'll recoup cost. You'll make some money for other stuff, gear and guns and mags and whatever other preps you want to do. Anyway, something to think about, guys. Look for good deals and hook people up. If you don't need it, somebody will, right?